I've been trading the crypto markets since 2017, and I've been early to some of the biggest narratives in crypto, such as the Solana ecosystem, such as the Base Chain, Hyperliquid, Pudgy Penguins, and many, many more. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my top 3 crypto narratives that I plan to make multiple 6 figures from, and you guys can hopefully do the same if this all plays out. This one video alone, I could literally charge thousands of dollars for, but I'm just doing it for free. So sit until the end of the video and let's jump into it. Okay, here's how I plan on making 6 figures from these crypto narratives and how you can do the same, okay? Now, keep in mind, this is not financial advice. Anything and everything can happen in the financial money markets. Everything can go to zero tomorrow. Earth can get hit by an asteroid, and all of these could go to zero. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think these all have a very high chance of 10, 20, even 50xing over the next few years, and I'll explain my thesis and why I believe that. Okay, the first thing you need to understand, right, before I jump into this, is that 95% of people will click off of this 3 minutes into the video. Literally, as I'm talking right now, 50% of the audience has already clicked off the video. They've already gotten too bored. They're watching some other guru on YouTube who has no receipts, or they're just doom scrolling TikTok. Like, that is a competition that we are up against, okay? And just for some more proof here, before I jump into it, that I know what I'm talking about a little bit, here is straight from my Coinbase account this year, my estimated gain. Did I make this much? I don't think so. I think it was a little bit less this year. I don't think this accounts for some of the losses on some other wallets, but this is just the money incoming to my Coinbase account from this year alone. So yes, I know what I'm talking about. Every single trade I've taken over the past 3 years has been posted publicly inside of my Discord, so I could not hide anything if I tried to, okay? I don't like to talk about numbers often, but it's important that you guys know that I am the real deal. I've been doing this for a long time, and I know what I'm talking about when it comes to crypto, when it comes to investing in these sort of new narratives, okay? And by just watching this video, you are going to be further ahead than 99% of crypto investors and traders. And that's not even a joke, right? I think it's something like over 90% of crypto investors lose money, which makes zero sense because the crypto markets have literally gone straight up for years and years and years with just a very small bear period in between these bull runs. But most people don't know which coins to buy. They think they're going to get rich buying a bunch of meme coins, a bunch of Solana shit coins, and they end up losing all their money, right? And that's not what we're here to do. We're not here to gamble. We're here to invest in solid projects before the masses and make a ton of money, okay? That's why we're all here, okay? And you might be thinking, why are you making this video if you are so confident in these narratives? Doesn't it negatively impact me? Because technically we're in competition with each other, right? The crypto markets are player versus player. When one person makes money, another person loses money. And yes and no, right? There's a few reasons why I'm making this video. Number one, 95% of you guys are not going to take action. It is what it is. Number two, the amount of money going into these projects, because they're slightly higher market cap, it doesn't negatively affect me. Like, we can all be in these projects together and we can all make money if the thesis plays out. It's not like if you guys are getting in my plays, I'm going to be somehow losing money. No. If anything, that's just going to pump the price up more. And number 3, I do have something to sell you, okay? I have my crypto mastermind and I have my trading community where I'm posting all of my trades every single day, longer term, and the intraday leverage trade. So if you guys find value from this video and you agree with my theses and you learn something, then maybe, just maybe, you guys can sign up for my other trading offers. But that's only if you find value first and if you guys agree with me. So let's jump into it. Now, there are 2 main ways to make money in crypto if you guys are new. There's leverage trading and there's spot trading. Of course, there's some other weird ways. There's airdrop farming, there's staking, like that sort of thing. You can launch projects. But for most of us watching this, right, there's 2 main ways to make money in crypto. It's leverage trading and spot trading. So leverage trading is going to be leveraging your own capital with an exchange's capital using 10, 20, 50, 100x leverage, looking for those smaller intraday moves. And then we have spot trading, which is what we will be focusing on and what my early stage investing system actually focuses on, which is getting allocated into new narratives, into new ecosystems, buying, holding, and selling. You're not trading leverage. You're not going to be getting liquidated. Yes, there is a chance that these projects go to zero. It's very unlikely in my experience that these will. Obviously, that's a risk. But this is what we want to be focusing on to make money in crypto, right? To turn a little bit of capital into a lot of capital, right? Like I said, less stress, less risk when you know what you're doing, and it's easier to turn small capital into big capital through investing in new narratives. In fact, using this method is how I turned $6,000 into over $200,000, realized profits, all publicly documented in 2 trades. Again, no leverage, just getting allocated into new ecosystems. Full case study for that is going to be on this channel. So if you're into trading, if you're into crypto, if you're into investing, make sure to subscribe to this channel. On to the 3 narratives I'm watching for to build a position in and hopefully make 10 to 20x. And unlike other videos, not only am I going to give you the narrative, I'm going to be giving you guys the coins that I'm watching as well. The first narrative I am big on, okay, is the AI sector. Okay, this is pretty obvious, right? We can all see this coming. The number of AI users is rapidly increasing every single day, and the things that you can do with AI are increasing every single day. We are pre-AGI right now. So AGI is when artificial intelligence actually becomes smarter and more intelligent than humans, okay? So I think up until that level, which I believe will come in the next decade or so, we are relatively early to the AI ecosystem. Some people will say that AI is a bubble. I disagree for many, many reasons. This is the coin that I'm watching here in the AI sector, okay? It's called Virtual. There was also another one as well, but you guys are gonna have to wait till the end of the video for that one. But Virtual is the main AI coin. This is like the leading AI coin on the base chain. So here's a quick explanation of what Virtual is. Crypto token built to support a protocol combining metaverse and AI agent creation with blockchain. Good tokenomics, good team. You know, I really don't care what it does. I just care that other people think it's valuable, which they do. And it's also the leading AI coin right now on the base chain. So the pros of this is going to be a growing sector, tons of inflow. AI is still pre-AGI, exponential growth in this industry. We're seeing AI start to take over jobs every single day as AI becomes increasingly more advanced. Now, there are some risks as well. Okay, people will say that there's a bubble forming in the AI space. And if you look at AI's growth, it is getting exponential every single year. It's like a parabola going straight up, just getting more and more intelligent. Now, another risk is that the 4-year cycle is coming to an end, right? We're talking about the typical 4-year cycle where there's 3 years of bullish price action and then 1 year of bearish price action. I am expecting next year to be bearish. However, I'm looking to buy up these tokens next year during the bear market, building a position through dollar cost averaging, which I'll jump into in just a moment. There's a possibility of being too early. By too early, I mean the product market fit just isn't there quite yet. We're a little bit too early to the AI narrative. That definitely is a possibility. It is a bet on base chain. So if anything happens to base chain, I expect all coins under base to not do well. I'd rate Virtual a 7 out of 10. It is higher market cap, sitting at around $1 billion market cap. In a full-blown bull run, I do expect these AI coins to run up quite a bit, at least a 3 to 4x. Going down to our second narrative that I am very bullish on, okay? Abstract, the Abstract ecosystem. So this is a new chain owned and founded by Luca Netz, who owns the Pudgy Penguins, which I was also very early to. I'm not sure if you guys have seen those penguin gifs on Instagram or TikTok, right? That's Luca, right? That's his brand, the Pudgy Penguins NFT. They've recently launched a new chain called the Abstract chain, and I am currently eyeing Abster on Abstract. This is the #1 meme coin in the Abstract ecosystem. Again, let's talk about the pros here. It is a new ecosystem owned by Luca Netz, who is the founder of the Pudgy Penguins NFT. It is the top meme coin currently on the exchange. There's an airdrop coming soon as well to the entire chain, meaning they're going to airdrop holders of these tokens millions and millions of dollars, which obviously is going to flow back into buying the tokens, which is a bullish event. So it's going to provide a bunch of liquidity to flow into these smaller cap coins. It's also just a bet on a proven winning team, right? Luca has not failed yet. Will this time be different? I don't think so. Now, there are some risks here as well, okay? We talked about the 4-year cycle, the top coming in before the airdrop. There is a chance that the product doesn't deliver, and right now the chain looks absolutely terrible. There's not that many users on it. There's not much you can do on it. It seems like it's pretty dead. But again, this is pre-marketing, so we might be in a situation where we're just a little too early at the moment. And the chain is mainly relying on Luca right now. People are in the chain because of Luca, strictly because of his name. They're not in it for the chain itself, which needs to change for this to get some more liquidity. Again, no new liquidity at the moment. It's just PvP, meaning it's people like me and you who have the same thesis, but because there's no new retail traders, we're all fighting against each other. We're all losing money, pretty much. So I'd rate it like a 6.5 out of 10 at the moment. And last but not least, number 3, my favorite narrative is going to be the buyback flywheel narrative as a whole. So this is something that Hyperliquid actually started this bull run, and they executed this flawlessly. So what they've done is they have created a system where a certain percentage of the fees generated by the exchange goes back into buying its own native token. This means as people trade on exchanges like Hype and like Aster, all the fees generated go back in to buying the token, increasing price as you are increasing demand and you are reducing supply. Now, this is just in the case of exchanges, but I think over the next 2-3 years, we will see more buyback flywheels in other utility tokens, not just exchanges. Imagine if a big brand wanted to tokenize their company. Let's say they're a software of some sort. They want to tokenize their company, put it on the blockchain, create their own token, and say, you know what? 10% of all the profits that we make selling this software or selling this product, we will put into buying back its native token on the blockchain. That is an extremely bullish event, an extremely bullish narrative. And I think we are super early to buy back flywheels. So this is something I'm going to be looking at heavily into this coming bear market and into the next bull run. I think coins like Hype and Aster have a ton of room to grow. As of right now, they are pretty high in market cap. So again, we need to create a dollar cost averaging strategy, not buying all of these right now, but waiting for those moments of fear, waiting for that bear market to kick in, and then look for coins like Hype and Aster when they are at the bottoms, when people are fudding them and saying that they are dead. That is when we want to be buying these in anticipation of the next bull run, which again, people will start trading on exchanges like this, putting money back into the native token and pumping the price up quite a bit. Okay, let's talk about the pros of Hype and Aster. Okay, buyback means fees generated go back into buying the native token, meaning there is an endless demand if people are trading on these exchanges. Hype has a very strong team. They executed that airdrop perfectly. Aster has CZ Binance behind them. We know that whatever CZ touches turns to gold, right? He is the founder of Binance, if you guys don't know who he is. And Hype has set a standard for buybacks. I think this will be big next cycle. Super strong narrative, right? It just makes sense. Imagine retail shilling a token like Hyperliquid saying, you know what, guys, this token is going to go up forever because people are going to continuously trade on these exchanges, meaning that they're going to be buying up their own token as time goes on. It's literally an endless amount of demand. Now, there are a few risks to this narrative as well. The first main risk is that people don't use the exchanges in a bear market, meaning there's no volume, which means that the teams won't be buying back their token. Holders of the token are going to be selling. So this could be a negative flywheel if people don't use the exchanges, which obviously is a big concern heading into a bear market. There's also the concern that exchanges get hacked, like for some reason Hype gets hacked or something. CZ Binance is known for crime, okay? He's the founder of Aster, or at least a partner in Aster. So you are betting on someone who has done crime in the past. I don't know if you guys want to do that. And the final risk is token unlocks in the future, right? Just meaning more supply to the market. So Hype, I'm going to rate a 9 out of 10, and Aster, I'm going to be rating a 6.5 out of 10. So let's actually go to the chart here and I'll show you guys what these coins look like at the moment. Okay, so Virtual looks very good right here, looks bullish. I can definitely see this running back to all-time highs eventually, which is around a 3-4x from current prices. However, like I said, you guys really want to be buying these tokens in the bear market. This is where we use something called a dollar cost averaging strategy, where maybe we buy a little bit here, we buy a little bit here, and then worst case scenario, you know, we buy some at, let's say, like 10 cents, right? So we have 3 entries here. So if price comes down over the next year or two, we can get a really good average entry. Okay, here is Hyperliquid as well, looking extremely bullish. If you want to buy Hyperliquid, you want to be waiting for some of these lower prices during the bear market. I wouldn't be FOMOing in here. Same thing with Aster. I mean, looking pretty bullish now, but again, you want to maybe buy down here, right? Buy down here, maybe buy it like 70 cents in the bear market, right? Prices can come down a lot in times of peak fear. Abster is actually super low right now. Actually a terrible looking chart. So maybe if you wanted to pick some up here, you know, you could do so as well. I'm not going to tell you guys exactly where I am personally buying these coins. That is for my members inside of the group, which leads me to this, where I am sharing more of these trades inside of my crypto community. You guys can check the description if you guys are interested to my mastermind, which is a one-time fee for lifetime access. Also have active trades in there as well, meaning all of my intraday trades with leverage, my swing trades. We only work with full-time analysts, the best of the best. So if you're interested in that, check the description below. I'll also be sharing that other AI token that I talked about in this video. So instead of you finding the narratives by yourself, finding people who are multi-8 figures who know what's really going on in the space, you can just follow myself and the other full-time analysts inside of the group, and we will spoon feed these trades for you. Kind of like what I've done in this video, except give you the exact entry, give you the exact exit, so you can focus on your job or your business, whatever it may be, spending time with your family, and we can handle the crypto side of your investing and trading. We're super fair with pricing. We're not charging anything absurd. We just want to make sure that you have some capital so you can get into these plays and actually make some decent money. That's gonna be it for me in this video, guys. If If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. Let me know down in the comment section below if you guys enjoyed, if you guys found value, if you guys want me to make more trading and investing style content. This is what I do full time. I'm super passionate about this. I love helping people out, so I can definitely make more videos like this if you guys are interested. Subscribe to the channel for more content, and I will see you guys next video.